Hey, this is Jake Ducey here, and I'm going to tell you how you can not only ask for what you want, but get what you want more often. And this is the Daily Ducey. And so here's what happens. Usually you want something. Let's say that we want this certain thing. Three things happen. We ask for what we want, usually in the wrong way. Somebody says no. Third part, we say, okay, great. Instead, I'm going to tell you how you can get what you want every single time, and that's by changing the way that you're asking. So instead of giving you a bunch of theoretical examples, what I'm going to do is tell you what has happened in my own life when I have implemented this strategy of stating what I want in the positive. And I've got this example from Jack Canfield's book, Success Principles, which I highly recommend that you check out. And so here's the example. I wanted to speak at this certain event that I found out about. Problem was, they started organizing the event, I don't know, a year earlier. It was only a few weeks away from the event taking place. And what I wanted to do was speak, like I said. So I contacted them. We set up a phone call. They said, you know, we love what you're doing. This is so great, so awesome. We're so excited to have you involved, but you can't be involved this year. Can't be involved. We've already allocated the whole budget. We've already set up all the scheduling. Everything's set in stone. You can't be involved. We love what you're doing, but not this time. Next year. And then they proceeded for another few minutes to tell me why it was impossible that I could not speak at the event. Then they said, you know, it was great and we're definitely going to keep in touch. Do you have any last comments? Well, you know, I don't have any comments. But I do have a question. And my question is, how can I speak at this event? How can I speak at this event? Well, I may have an idea actually. Let me get back to you in a few hours. Gets back to me in a few hours. Boom, I end up getting in and to speak at the event. Here's why. Your mind has this part of it called the reticular activating system. That is when you focus on something, it magnifies it. It tries to make it possible. Have you ever, this happens to me, I say, wow, that woman looked so beautiful in that summer dress. I'm seeing so many beautiful women in summer dresses. And then I keep seeing them over and over and over again. Or when I was little, my brother and I used to play this game. We used to play this game where what we would do is punch each other when we saw a punch buggy. And I remember being like, wow, I'm seeing so many blue punch buggies. And my brother would keep punching me because what I was focusing on was creating and expanding, and that possibility was coming to life. So when you're stating what you want, we always ask in a negative way. Is it possible for me to have this? Well, yeah, it is possible, but you can't have it. Can't do it. Not going to work. Instead, state it as a positive. How can I fill in the blank for what you want? How can I? This is a positive. And whether they have already said no to you or not, maybe start asking it right away. Don't wait till you get a no. Change it to a positive right away. But when you ask it as a positive, their mind is saying, what was the question? How can I figure this out? Their mind is repeating the question, and when you ask, you always receive. So you're auto-suggesting into their subconscious mind what you want. How can I have this? And then their mind is playing that back. How can I get this person this? And then it comes up with all these ideas how it can do it. And so you're basically manipulating them. But you're not really manipulating them because you're not taking advantage of them. And that's important to distinguish because some people may be like, well, I don't want to do that. I don't want to. What if they don't actually want to give it to me? But if you think it's in the best interest of yourself and the other person, why wouldn't you figure out a way to do it? Because our society is so negative, as Les Brown says, that you need to ask at least 7 times before you get a yes. Why not only ask a couple times and just ask in a different way? Whatever you want, state it as a positive rather than a negative, and you're sure to get it. So stating it as a positive is what I do all the time. I walk into people and they say, the other day I was at a library. Asked them if they had any headphones. They said, we don't have any headphones. You know, there's some in the lost and found, but we don't give those out to people. You know, we don't get them back. You're not allowed to have them. It's our rules. So I said, yeah, thanks. I understand that. How can I use those headphones? He said, well, you see, we don't give them out. And I said, yeah, I know, I understand that, but how can I use them? And he said, well, I can go check and see if we have any. I said, okay, that'd be great, thanks. And then I ended up getting to use headphones for the day. State it as a positive, and you are sure to get what you want. Woo! Hey, do you want to reverse the facts that right now America's at the highest rate of clinical depression ever? Do you want to take happiness into the win? Well, press subscribe, share, and then share a smile with the next person you see. Ready, go, go, go!